Alright, quick update on FITFI. So, in the last FITFI video, I outlined a few different things. What I was mainly worried about in the previous video is the fact that we were breaking down, we were in somewhat of a head and shoulders pattern, we got multiple rejections on the 4-hourly EMA ribbons, and on our most recent bounce 2 days ago, we perfectly, literally textbook bounced up to the 2.618, and we got rejected, and now we're moving below the neckline of this head and shoulders pattern. So I talked about what to expect in the last video if this does happen, and we were predicting a 44% drop over on FITFI. We've already started to move down, so this is basically just over a 40% drop from where we are right now. Let's zoom out to the higher time frames, and then we will wrap this up on the 4-hourly time frame once again. So this is probably one of the most boring and ugly charts over on the weekly, because we've literally been trading for 5 weeks now, but you can very much see we had that 1 week of euphoria for the move to earns, and it's the same whether you're looking at GST, GMT, FITFI, DOS, DFIT, all of the move to earns. They got extremely hyped up, they got super hyped up in their first week, and ever since then we've been capitulating. And I'm going to show you this chart on how STEPN has been performing against Bitcoin towards the end of the video, but let's check out how the USD pair is doing first. So line of best fit, you've obviously got increasing bearish volume. Over on the weekly time frame does not look good. I don't even need to put this over into the Heikanashis to show you that we're literally rolling down a hill right now. If we do remove the drawings, head over to the daily time frame, switch over to the Heikanashis, it's very black and white. We're in a sea of red right now. Volume is clearly indicative of price, just like volume was indicative of price here. We were going to move down because of all this sea of red, and then once again you can see volume starts exponentially increasing on the daily, and you keep on going down. In the past couple of days, volume has been flat on the daily, or at least it's been declining, but still it is a majority of sellers in the market right now, and I do think more bearish volume is going to be coming in the next couple of days, maybe the next 4, 8, 12 hours or so, because we've just had a pretty big move down on the 4-hour, and it's not just happening over for FITFI. Bitcoin just had a big move up in the past 8 hours. We actually came up to the EMA ribbons as well. We came up to the EMA ribbons and the 13 EMA after having a fake out of this sideways channel, and we're moving back down to the bottom of the channel in my opinion. So I know this is a FITFI video, you probably don't care whatsoever about Bitcoin, but I do like to check out other charts when we are looking at these altcoins, because it's very important to know if Bitcoin's going to move down another 3.5% to come back down to 28.6, then FITFI is going to do the exact same. I mean, look at this. What was FITFI doing 4 hours ago before this 4-hourly candle? It was pumping. What was Bitcoin doing? Pumping. What is FITFI doing now, now that Bitcoin's moving down on the 4-hour? It's also dumping. So these are literally the same chart. Pretty much everything follows Bitcoin. Maybe not to the teeth. They don't play out the same patterns, but they follow the same macro moves. And like I said, FITFI very recently had a huge run up to the 13 EMA. We tried to have a breakout of the EMA ribbons on the 4-hour, and it was a failed move equals a fast move in the opposite direction. What does that mean? What does a failed move equals a fast move mean? So basically, the move, we tried to flip the EMA ribbons. So we tried to flip, backtest them, go up, and obviously break up bullish. That would have been a successful move. A failed move is breaking above, coming back for the backtest, and failing the backtest. A failed move, whether it's breaking out of a pattern, breaking down from a pattern, so hypothetically, a failed move to the downside could be something like this, and then if you do hop back above here, you can expect a very quick rally, at least to where we previously got invalidated. I don't think that's going to be happening. Once again, not the FITFI chart, but it's very important to note all these charts tie in what is going on with the crypto markets. The Bitcoin dominance has been moving up like there is no tomorrow. So this is not good for altcoins. I say this in all my live streams, I say this in all my videos, but right now is not the time to be in altcoins. It is the time to be in Bitcoin. Why is it the time to be in Bitcoin? Well, let's just talk about FITFI. How is FITFI performing when we chart it against Bitcoin? You can see, had a nice little rally on its first week of hype, and we've wiped out all of the gains against Bitcoin. So am I saying that FITFI is never going to outperform Bitcoin and Bitcoin is going to rule forever? Absolutely not. I am saying that Bitcoin is going to outperform these altcoins while the Bitcoin dominance is going up. So if you're investing, if you're DCAing in FITFI right now, you're basically shooting yourself in the foot, because if the Bitcoin dominance keeps on moving up, then this is not only going to get wrecked against the US dollar, it's going to get wrecked against Bitcoin. And that is what we've been seeing. I have been telling you, if you've been watching my FITFI videos, we got out of this market structure at 53 cents when the EMA ribbons flipped bearish. And yes, you know, I am bearish on this in the short term, but when these move to earns have their next big wave, their next big phase, whether it's, you know, another GMT hype, FITFI hype, GST, whether it's a new wave of, you know, these move to earns, I do want to make sure that I'm here to capitalize on it, just like I was here to capitalize on the moves from, you know, 20 cent all the way up to 54 or whatever it went up to. You know, if you go back to my videos, I was very, very bullish on FITFI while we were above the EMA ribbons, and now I'm only bearish because we're below the EMA ribbons and the market structure is clearly telling me we're bearish. You know, you've got moon boys that are holding on to this, that are going to ride this down another, you know, 45% or so potentially. Is what it is. But the people who are going to be patient, like myself and like the Cowboy family, who have literally been sitting on the sidelines for this since 53 cent, are going to reap the rewards. And we are going to be waiting for that trend reversal. I can't wait until we finally get above these EMA ribbons and we finally get above the 13 EMA. But until that happens, I am absolutely not going to be touching these move to earn. So like I said, very textbook like clockwork. We came up, got rejected from the 2.618 twice, but in the midst of that, we came up, got rejected on the EMA ribbons, and we got rejected from the 13 EMA. So it's all pretty black and white. I think we're moving down. I don't think anything else needs to be said. There's not much to say over on the volume and the squeeze mom on all time frames. We are losing volume though, which is neither bullish nor bearish. It just kind of means, at least in my opinion, the market cap of this is going down. So there's only going to be so much more money that people can sell on this. So I do think this is going down all the way to here. I think this is going to bottom in the short term round about that 7 cents. So like I said in my last video, I was predicting a 44% drop. I'm now still predicting the same thing, but this is about another 40.5% drop to the downside. Like I said, not much to say about the momentum indicators, but the squeeze one specifically, this is going to start gearing up into the light red. We are going to start ticking over into the light red and having another big bearish wave like this, just like we did over here. And then we reset, came up again, reset, had a fake out, bearish, reset, and now I think we're getting ready for that next big bearish move. You normally see these switches over in the squeeze one when you flip below a key area of support, and this normally also happens when you get rejected from moving averages and EMA ribbons. We've done all of the above. There is, you know, this is only the 4 hour. There's, like I said, there's not a crazy amount of volume being traded right now, but it is clearly enough to push us down to these lower prices. So FITFI, be very careful if you're trading this. Like I said, Bitcoin dominance is going up in the macro term, and all of these altcoins, I very much urge you, if you're investing in any altcoins right now, it doesn't matter what it is, Crypto.com, Solana, FITFI, GMT, you name it, chart them against Bitcoin, because at this moment in time, if you're not investing in Bitcoin and you're going all in on altcoins, this is the chart that you're going to see. You're going to get wrecked against Bitcoin, and that's not what I want to see happen for my subscribers. So be careful. I think this is moving down to 7 cent. That's pretty much it from here. If you are looking for a tiny bit of Moonboy Hopium, we might, and bear in mind, this is not what I'm counting on because I think we're going to move lower, but there is the potentiality of bouncing from the 3.618 at around about 8.7 cent. That is still a 25% drop from where we are. That is a conservative price target. And yeah, like I said, that's basically all I've got today. Bear in mind, I'm predicting lower price target. 7 cent is what I see on the table for FITFI. I hope you found some value in this video. As always, not financial advice. Cowboy out. Peace.